And so you drop out of college. Where are we at now?
Well, the big elephant in the room at this point is that I'd actually found myself pregnant.
Wow.
So I was going to college in London and I discovered I was pregnant. And I'd just been seeing this guy for a few weeks, found myself pregnant. And by the time I discovered I was pregnant, he was actually going out with someone else that I knew.
Oh my God. How did you feel in that moment?
I felt, I can't remember how I feel, but the feeling in my tummy is just like, just like shock,
dread.
just dread. Yeah. Shame. Shame. It was like, what? It was kind of like, what am I going to do? Because I didn't want to tell him that I thought I was pregnant, well, that I knew I was pregnant, because I didn't want him to be with me because I was pregnant. I wanted him to be with me because I was me.
So what'd you do?
What did I do? I mean, I can't believe I'm telling you this, but I hid my pregnancy.
Wow. From your parents or from him?
Everybody.
And how did that must have been incredibly difficult for you.
Well, lucky enough, it was the late 80s, early 90s. And it was like baggy jeans, puffer jackets.
Okay.
So that's just what I wore.
Yeah.
I wore a bright pink puffer jacket.
Yeah.
And I'm quite small, petite anyway. And I just managed to hide what was happening to my body.
And how did you feel as this was happening to your body? Did you tell anyone?
I think I must, well, the reason I hid it in the first place was that I told a few girls that I knew that I thought I was pregnant. But by the time, well, behind my back, they'd gone and told lots of other people.
Oh, that's awful.
Like small town mentality, and everybody knew. So it was like gossip, Chloe's pregnant. So the next time they spoke to me, they asked me, what's happened with, I said, no, it was a false alarm.
I see.
So I didn't really feel like I had anyone to talk to. My sisters were too young. I didn't have that sort of close bond with my mum where I felt able to tell her. So I thought the best option was just to sweep it away and hide it.
Oh my gosh.
Which is crazy thinking of it now. Like, how on earth did I manage to do that?
I feel sad for that young girl.
Yeah.
It's terrible that you had to go through that and be completely alone in it. Like, I can't even imagine what that must have felt like. And during your pregnancy, did you have any form of escape from it? Like, were you able to separate what was happening from your body and focus on other things, or was it all consuming?
I mean, I think it was fairly all consuming. But I was still going out. I was just trying to ignore the fact that it was there. But obviously in those moments when I was on my own, the reality was back again. Like, just like, what am I going to do?